Okay, so I'm just going to do a little video on my long COVID recovery journey, and I'm trying a new medication. So I want to sort of document that and see how it goes. Today is July 12th, 2026, and I've been on a mast cell stabilizer for 1 week now. Um, yeah, I think it was 1 or 6 days ago, let's say. So mast cells are immune cells that help protect the body. And a lot of people, sometimes due to mold, a viral infection, different things, these cells kind of go crazy and start releasing histamine, and other mediators that can cause a whole lot of problems. Some of them are easier to spot, I think, like, rashes and typical allergy symptoms, and other times it's not quite as easy. But this is not medical advice, this is just going to be my experience. So, let's talk about my symptoms that I've had for, oh God, years now. First of all, crippling fatigue. That's been the worst. Um, and anytime I do anything, it costs me dearly, either within hours or the next day. I think one of the longest crashes I had was something like 8 to 10 days. And it was one last year, I think it was, where I just had like a fun day and went to the beach and stuff, and that cost me like 8 days in bed. So that's one of the worst things. There's also this persistent feeling of, like, I say I have a refrigerator strapped to my back. I live up a stairs here, so I'm up and down the stairs, and it's literally like walking up with a refrigerator or something on my back. It's like heavy legs. And oftentimes there's no rail on there, but I have to hold the wall with both hands, just kind of like to go up or to go down. So heaviness, extreme fatigue, brain fog. I'm an ESL teacher. I'm a writer. I need my wits about me. I need to be thinking a lot, and I've noticed sometimes it's kind of okay if I'm well rested, but other times I just keep reaching for the word and I can't get it, or I'm trying to think through like how to fix a sentence, maybe in one of my paragraphs or whatever, and it's just not coming to me. Like, it's really, really frustrating for someone who works with their brain. Um, I have a lot of digestive issues. That's been sort of day one after recovering from COVID. And it just ranges depending on what I eat or the day or whatever. So I would say those are probably the main symptoms that I've been struggling with. Now, I won't give the name of the medication. Maybe I'll do it later. It's in Spanish, so I don't know if I could say it anyways. But it's been a week now, and I want to talk about some of the changes that I've noticed. And it's really strange because, like I was saying, I feel just different in my body. Like, it's just like it's not as sick. I don't know how else to describe it, but it just feels more normal. Um, Definitely a bit more on the ball. Like, I noticed I gave a class yesterday and the words were coming a lot easier, and it wasn't just sometimes the way I was explaining it was like it's some kind of like moving part that needs to be greased. And when something's not greased properly, it's just like grinding, and it feels like that's how my brain is. And I noticed yesterday it was definitely better. Um, so feeling different in my body. I wasn't even having to like lean against like the counter, or like every time I'm by something, I lean against it. Or even when I go walk the dogs, I put my hand often like on my back to like support my back or something. And I noticed I wasn't doing that as much. Um, so it's not like I have, like energy where I'm gonna be doing like cartwheels down the street or anything like that or running a marathon. No, but it's just a slight like, wait a minute, I do feel better. Um, I also noticed I'm in a hot country and this is the worst time of year. So it is hot, no doubt about it. But I noticed that like there were times when I would go from outside, like I'd come back in and I wouldn't notice the difference, like the temperature difference. I would have to do something actively like go into the really cool room or, do different things to kind of cool down. And it feels like my body is regulating temperature better. And it's not, because I thought the other day, I thought, oh, like it's actually much cooler today. It's still 33 when I looked. So something is different in how my body is regulating temperature. That's different. I would say the pain, now, from my understanding, is when you first start on this medication, the side effects are kind of brutal. I would say that for sure. I noticed like some additional pain, especially in the morning, and that is quite normal because of what happens to what the cells are doing in the night. And so I do wake up with a lot of muscle pain. And I do take usually something in the morning just to kind of get going because I'm here by myself right now. So I've got two little doggies that need to go out and I need to start them going up and down the stairs. So I have to get moving. So I do take that and I've taken that all week, but it's usually would be worn off in probably 4 to 6 hours. And then I'm experiencing zero pain. And before, the pain in the muscles was just brutal. It just wasn't affecting me. Even when it was mild, it was just this achy feeling. I was just feeling really old. And I was starting to think, okay, I'm older. Maybe this is how it's supposed to be. And then this last few days, I was like, wow, is this really what being kind of normal feels like? So I'd have to say I'm going to do another couple videos as things go on because the other thing I'm going to be doing is starting microdosing of a GLP-1, which is some people are helping, they're taking it to help with their symptoms of long COVID as well because it reduces inflammation. That's just sort of what I read. And it's just I'm going to take a very, very tiny dose and see if and I will start that tomorrow. So I'm going to be reporting on that. But if you have any questions or if you share in having this chronic condition with mast cells or long COVID or I know it's super complicated and that there are many systems involved. And I don't think that this is going to be some magic pill. But for now, things are going a little better and I'm happy. So join me in this journey. And if you have any questions or you have the same struggles, please comment below. Thank you. Bye.